what's up, Youngistan? Welcome to you all on Mandar's Diary. Today we'll be dealing with lot of corona problems because we will be telling corona se mat darona. So soon Dr. Ritikesh Aner Rao will be joining us on a fun, humorous, interactive session on corona se mat darona. Ritikesh is here. I can join him. Yes, Ritikesh. Did you? Ritikesh will take some time. Hi Praveen, hi Nikhil, hi Ritikesh. Dr. Ritikesh has just joined us. So we'll be soon having an interactive session on Corona se Mat Darona. Yeah, he's joining. He'll take some time. So if you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. Hi, yeah, it's clear, it's clear. Hi Ritikesh. Everyone is
Hey,
done.
Mandar.
If you have any questions, you can type on the comment section. So hi Ritikesh. So
Hi,
can
Mandar. First of all,
you
very congratulations to you for acting on the very wonderful idea which you
yeah.
had in your mind.
Yeah, completely. Thank you so much. Your response is overwhelming. I would just
So, props to you.
yeah, thank you. I'll just tell you to introduce yourself to everyone as everyone is new with this process. So just introduce yourself.
Hey, guys, I'm Dr. Rutikesh. I'm a homeopathic doctor and I'm practicing in hospital and I'm having my own clinic as well. So, it was really a good thing that I'm very thankful to Mandar that he invited me into this live session. So,
My
yes,
yeah. So how is your quarantine been? So the most important question.
quarantine.
How is quarantine been?
Definitely, it was not much different from the usual days. It's been like the regular working, the regular things, regular routine life is same as usual. The thing is that only that I got my family members more around with me,
Okay,
spent a lot of time, had a good conversations. So
that's a
that
great
was
thing.
very bonding with your family. That was very
That
special.
yes, yes, we don't get to spend a great time with our family. So that's a good thing. Apart from that, any activities you're doing regularly in this quarantine, like which you started now and then you like to share that?
Something which had paused for a quite while that I used to do blogging. So
Okay,
I started with my blog thing once again because of this quarantine period. So I
okay,
got more into touch with my blogging stuffs and with my channel, with my page on Facebook. So
okay.
I started writing much more, which has stopped for a while.
So what do you think, Ritikesh? What are the positive outcomes took place in this lockdown? Because of this lockdown, there are great positive outcomes have taken place. So any your take on that?
There are a lot of positive outcomes from the lockdown, definitely. The most important thing which is to my heart is that I feel very close to the animals and wildlife. So I feel very good for them that because of this, during this lockdown session, the pollution and all other stuffs got much better. So the animals got to breathe in the environment. They got little this thing. They got the freedom to be in the environment and to enjoy. So that is something which was very positive.
Great, great. Any incident you would share, like definitely Modi's great initiative of Tali and Thali and Diya Tere Haath Mein Andhere Mein. So a lot of initiative have taken place to so that we can add value and we can stay calm in this situation. So any incident you would like to share in this pandemic you had a great to initiate? Uh, Hello, Ritikesh, your network is buffering. Ritikesh, your network, just go to a place where you have a good network. Ritikesh, you're able to hear me? Yeah, yes. Yeah, yeah, I'm able to see you, Ritikesh. You can go on. Yes. Again, this, yeah. If you Yeah, it's audible. Yeah, you can go ahead. So, any incident you would really like to share, like you had in this quarantine?
Yeah. So it's like when this quarantine was there, so many of my hospital staff were tested positive, and because they were
Oh,
tested positive, they were been quarantined at their places and their in their buildings in their societies. They were quarantined, and that time there was very panic among people that what's happening is this. The hospital staffs, the policeman, they are getting positive, and it's going to be it's like if they are coming to the home, then it will be very infectious to arrest others. So there was a lot of panic, but definitely now the situations have improved, and things have been managed very well, and everyone is the panic is not anymore. We have now accepted the situation and we are living with it. So that's really a nice thing.
okay. Okay, that's great. So you are a doctor. So as a doctor, what challenges doctor face in this pandemic? Like, what are things you really would like to add on it, which your doctors really face nowadays?
The most important thing is that we have to attend our patients. We have to be this thing. We have to be empathetic with them, but at the same time, we as a doctor we cannot freely examine them like earlier we used to. We have to wear the gears. We have to gear up ourselves. Then only we can examine our patients. Otherwise, nowadays we are consulting online. We are consulting through the video conferencing. So something which is changed is that the real face-to-face doctor-patient communication, the real interaction, and the real encounter of patient and doctor is something which has changed due to the current situations.
It's a salute to you all, to all the unsung warriors like nurses, doctors, sweepers. So
Yes.
what do you want to tell on them? They literally take their lives on everything for all of us to our safety. So what do you want to add on that to all these young unsung warriors?
Yes, definitely. We are doing a really a good, very important job, and there is need for to our country, and we
Yes.
we are all ready to serve, and definitely. And my sincere request to everyone is that we should follow all the norms which have been shared by the government, which have been shared by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, so that
Yes.
we can live a healthy life. And we should support our policemen, our doctors, our nursing staffs, and just be thankful for their care and their services.
One funny question I would like to ask. Once everything starts, this lockdown get over. So what is the first thing you would like to do?
I would like to hug you.
One thing, yeah,
Yes, definitely.
that's much needed.
Something which have
So
been missing since the lockdown is that I haven't had much close encounter with my friends. So I want to meet all of my friends. I have to hug them for a really long time.
we all need that jadoo ki jhapki.
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah. What social help we as a youth can participate? Like there are a lot of things which we can do, which we lot of people need us, like youths like us to participate in. So do you have any take on that? What social things we can do?
At social level, the first and the most thing I would recommend everyone to do is like if we have at this moment what we can do if we have diagnosed ourselves with cough, cold or fever, then what we can do we can self quarantine ourselves so that we don't go outside on the street, and so the infection will not spread. So that is the
Yes.
first thing we could do. If we diagnose ourselves with any of the symptoms or fever, we should first self quarantine. That is the first important thing we should do. And the other thing is that we should follow certain norms of keeping distances in the public places while shopping, and while we are going for any other work like fueling our vehicles and all. We should keep proper distance, and we should listen to the policeman and the staff who is working hard to maintain the serenity in our environment. We should
Yes.
really be very, very disciplined, and we should be very sincere with them.
So one of my friend, Nikhil Murkar, has asked you a fun question. So I would like to read it
Okay.
loud. Immunity is adversely getting affected since we are being locked down. As immunity is based on the interaction with virus, bacteria, so how we should maintain it while sitting at home? So this is a question asked by Nikhil Murkar.
Okay. So definitely, many researches have been going on, and to boost our immunity, definitely we should start with a good healthy diet. And the second thing is we should have ample amount of sleep, like sleeping for 7 hours is very must, because there has been a study that if we deprive of our sleep, then our immune reactions are getting altered, and due to altered immune reactions, we would be not much capable to cope with the virus. So having an ample amount of sleep would be a like immune booster. And second thing is that we can have good immune boosting diets. There are many diets online we can see as well. So we should focus more on veggies. We should follow a good vegan diet, and definitely by following all this, we can definitely boost our immunity. And after some time, we will develop herd immunity. There is some term called as herd immunity. So as we are in the lockdown period right now, but we are getting little bit exposed to the virus. So the
Yes,
young population in some time will get the herd immunity. So
true,
with herd immunity, we can this cope with the virus we can manage the virus, we can cope with it very easily once
true.
our community develops herd immunity. But definitely in future also, we have to be very careful of our elderly age groups who are suffering from diabetes, hypertension, and renal diseases. So we have to be very careful about them, and we have to follow certain rules at our places as well to keep them to safeguard our elderly age groups.
We should take care of them. True. So my friend Siddesh have questioned you some specific diet you would like to share, where a basic diet where we all can follow. There is no need of lot of ample amount of nutrition things we need to bring from other places. It's just a basic thing which is available at our own places.
Um, First of all, try to have natural diet, organic diet is more important. And now in the quarantine phase, a lot of organic things are available because the pollution and the railways and everything is just not functioning. That's why there is a lot of crop cultivation is going on. So we are getting good amount of veggies. We are getting good amount of this thing, vegetables like broccoli. Broccoli will be a very good option to start with. And we should have salads, and then we should have pulses, lot of pulses
Okay.
in our diet. And another important thing is that we have to keep ourselves hydrated.
True, true, very true, very true. So, like about the immunity, a lot of people are like telling about taking taking the proper water, boil water, then taking the vapors of it, boil vapors, so that we can have a great time. So, do you think all these remedies we should continue for the coming time, or just during this coronavirus pandemic time? We should continue it, or we should just
We should continue it definitely. If we have cold, if we have sore throat, we should continue it. We should do it for at least a week. Even if the sore throat recovers within 2 days, still we should have a good gargle. We should have good steam inhalation, because it will help in mucus thinning. And once the mucus thinning happens, so whatever bacteria or viruses or whatever which is lodged in
what
our
is mucus?
mucous membrane,
A lot of people don't know about mucus thinning, or like just elaborate about it.
mucus.
Mucus thinning. You just mentioned now.
So it's like our body's first defense mechanism is to develop a mucus, is to develop a layer, so that any foreign agent, whether it be a bacteria, virus, or any foreign body which has entered into our nasal passage, into our airway, to keep it to avoid its entrance into our lungs. What our body does is that it secretes a jelly-like substance, which
Yes.
is called as mucus. So this mucus uh, helps to just throw it out, whatever foreign agent which has been getting inside through our nasal passage or through the oral passage. So this mucus buildup is just thrown out in the form of sneeze, is thrown out in the form of cough, and in that, whatever the foreign agent, whether it be bacteria, virus, or any other pollutant, it is just tried to be dislodged and thrown out so that
Very
it
true. Very
doesn't
true.
gets inside into our lungs. So that is so having steam inhalations will help in thinning of the mucus so that it doesn't rise up and just remains inside.
Very true.
So
Very true.
that's how steam inhalations will help,
Very true. So one
definitely.
of my friend Ashish Chaudhary has mentioned how you imagine the life with COVID-19. And the next question is if there will be no any medical found, so how you would like imagine it?
Life with COVID-19, at first, it seemed to be very boring, but as of now, we have started to adapt with the situations. We are making certain changes in our work patterns. We have started some work from home patterns in many offices. We have
Mhm.
started to work with 30% percent employees in the offices working, rest 70% working from their home places. From
Yes.
We have started with the concept of home office. So
Okay.
definitely it is bringing a new era.
Hmm.
We are starting. I think we are going into digital era very soon because
Doctors are
of
going digital.
COVID-19.
It's a
Yes,
breaking news.
I think that we are entering the digital era faster because of COVID-19, much
Uh,
faster. That's what I feel.
Okay, okay. Like how you're going digital? Like I would like to, you would like to enlighten that. Like it's very difficult to understand that doctors are going digital because we always see doctors doing practical things and then they cure us to being present one on one. So we had that idea. So what do you think? Like they are going digital. I mean, what ways they are going digital? What they're contributing
Like
going?
uh, like we earlier, because of this COVID-19 situation, uh, there was a issue of having personal encounters. So
Yes.
we had video conferencing, doctor-patient video conferencing
Okay.
was been carried out because meeting up in personal was not possible in the earlier phase of COVID-19. So lots of video conferencing was going on, lots of online consultations were going on. So definitely it's bringing a new concept into the pattern of operation is definitely changing to some extent.
Yes, yes. That's a good thing. We should definitely adapt to that too. So, like
Yes.
any world news, like there are a lot of equipments, lot of things still taking place in Jaipur, in Bangalore. We can see uh, robots thing. So, you have any incident would like to know? Tell us a new technology which is good, which is helping us to eradicate all this.
In eradication, basically right now we are into a research phase. So right
Yes.
now we are just into the research phase. We are trying to find out the different ways to cope with it, to handle the situation much better. But
That's
yes,
the
there have
yes.
been many things tried by many countries. Uh, like they have started with the sanitary rooms, sanitation rooms, and various machines have been installed at the places of work. So it's really a good thing, not just for this current situation, but for any future pandemics. Also, we are now getting much more much more armored. We are now getting much more this thing. We are now ready for any other future pandemics, I can say.
Yes, yes, yes. So, do you think that once this lockdown gets done, so everything will be fine? Do you have any, you have any take on that? Means like, my question is, see, once this all gets done, so what are the things we should follow? while being in the crowd, and what are the things we should stop or we should start doing, which we don't used to do earlier.
Mother, actually, I'm facing audibility issue.
Okay, can I just, you're able to hear me now?
Yes, now it's
Hello?
clear.
Okay. So my
Yes,
question
Mother.
was, yeah, my question was like, now this pandemic situation is now we are dealing with. So after this lockdown, what are the things we should start doing or stop doing, which we used to do earlier?
Okay, so things like the earlier we used to the important thing is that we cannot gather together. As the lockdown releases, the first thing which we have to do, we have to follow the social distancing,
Very true.
because as the lockdown gets over, it doesn't mean that the pandemic is going to be controlled or the pandemic is over. It is in our hands. So we have to follow certain instructions of social distancing. We have to. It's going to be a changed environment. It's going to be a changed world after the release of lockdown. We cannot be living as we used to live earlier. Things are going to definitely change. So
Very
we have
true.
to follow some. The government will definitely implement certain different rules, and which we have to follow.
Very, very true. Very true. So, like, do you have any,
Some
anyone
things
have
like
any?
vaccination,
Yes, yes.
certain things like vaccination and routine examinations will be more important aspects
Very true.
in the health industry. Will be the most important sectors and the aspects of health industry.
Yes, yes, yes. So, if you have any, if anyone have any question wants to be part of this interactive session, can just add on the comment section. One of my friend Nikhil have just questioned you one. In country like India, where social distancing is next to impossible, so what should we do once this lockdown is removed? So that was the question which I guess you have answered now. But if you have any more details you would like to share, so like one of the important, who is, how it is possible in Mumbai local, how can we deal with that?
Actually, it's a really big question. I think our chief minister and our all the political leaders and our administration and everyone is very. It's a very crucial thing. It's a very crucial decision that whether they will start Mumbai local or they will not. It is not possible
Okay.
to start local
So
so
what
early,
breaking, Ritikesh? Yeah.
because it will break the cycle. It will starting the Mumbai local will be again very hazardous. It will promote pandemic only, and it will not help in any way. So that that decision is very crucial, and how it will be taken. It's really the matter of time will only tell us how that decision has been taken and how it's been implemented.
Very true, very true. So one of the question by Nikhil again, we have population of 130 crore and density is high. So how it is possible to have social distance? Like see, the people say doing social distancing is good, but there are a lot of facts. It is possible. Like how this government will be doing some measures, definitely we can say. But what are the things we as a human, as a youth, can do, which can be different? What do you think that way? He's asking you that question.
Okay, so what we can do is that we can wear mask. Like it will be this thing like a part of our apparel. To wear mask will be a part of an apparel. So it will be a sign of decency to wear mask, and it will be a sign of decency to maintain distance when in public places, when in large groups. But then the another thing which come while traveling through the public transport, there is the issue of
Mhm.
social distancing, which would be an issue. So I don't think that public transport will resume so early. Definitely,
Hmm.
something which needs much. We have to give time to begin with the public transport, and we as a citizens, what we can do is we can try to work. We can try to have offices very close from our home. Okay, we can try to join the offices which are very close from home. That way we can manage to go to workplace, and that is something which we have to do on our part, because we can't travel so much, because so it will take time. We will lose our energy also. So definitely we have to look for the options which are much more near to us, so that we can prevent the future havocs.
Yes, a lot of people are also spitting on the roads, a lot of bad habits, like they like to gather together. That all things should be stopped, I feel, with with this change, which people should start. So, any questions? We'll be ending this conversation in 2 minutes. So, if you have any question, would like to ask, so you can go on. So, before we end this conversation, I would like to just ask you one, like, what are the new hobbies you have developed in this quarantine?
At the quarantine period, I have learned a lot of hobbies. I have
Okay,
learned to trim the hairs. I have learned to service my vehicles, to
okay,
do a
that's
minor service in vehicles.
yeah,
So, lot of things. Learned a bit of cooking, learn
yes.
few new exercises, and many other stuffs.
That's a really a nice initiative, I would say, for yourself. So, any last message you would like to give? Any advice to our youngest stans, so that we can really consider it for a lifetime, not just for this period. So, any advice you would like to give us as a youth?
So, guys, be very, keep the patience. Try to follow the lockdown, and everything will be good very soon. We will again live together. We'll again touch each other. We'll again have a very nice days as we used to be earlier. Stay positive. Uh, Everything is going to be nice. It is a storm which will just pass off, and again all the things will be much better than earlier, and we will have our good sunshine once again.
So, with this great note, I will just sing a song for you and the audience with that Corona, with the fevered song which we everyone had viewed. So, I hope with that we can end today's conversation. ना हाथ मिलाना ना ऑफिस जाना घर में ही पड़े हैं बन पैसा आना रोते दिल की यही है दास्तां कोरोना कोरोना गो कोरोना इतना धंधे तू यू चौपट मत करो ना कोरोना कोरोना go corona. So with this, we'll end our today's conversation. It was a great time having interacting with you, and it's fun to watch you live, as well as it will be, I'll be the first person to hug you once this lockdown gets done. So
Yes, Mandar,
Rikesh,
definitely you're doing a really good thing. You're doing good work. Definitely keep going on. You're a very nice personality, and keep shining.
sure, sure. Thank you so much. And one of my friend is also playing PUBG. So a lot of games and Ludo King, PUBG, you all can join so that we can have interactive session there. So a
Yes,
lot of
yes.
times we
I
miss
also
that.
play PUBG. I
So
also
it's also,
started playing PUBG.
other than that, movies are also great. Watching Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube is a must thing to just
Yes,
get away from all the news. I feel
yes, yes.
so.
Definitely.
It was fun interacting with you. I hope you also had a great time. And I'll be soon
Yes,
sharing
definitely.
so that everyone can watch, the people who were not able to watch it live. And it was great. Thank you so much. Till then, Mandar Suryavanshi
Thank you
signing
so
off.
much, Mandar.
Yes. only on Mandas Diary. Bye. Take care.
Bye.